Stop everything. Close your tabs. Forget what you thought you knew about Todd Tucker, Candy Burris, and Porsha Williams, because reality just got obliterated in a Los Angeles courtroom. 9 years of secrets, lies, and fake adoptions all exploded in one single mic drop moment that left the entire room gasping. Todd Tucker, the man who paraded adopted kids like trophies, sitting smug, thinking he controlled the narrative, got hit with a bombshell so insane it makes every reality TV plot twist look like a preschool drama. Enter Porsha Williams, calm, collected, and armed with receipts, documents, and proof that would ruin empires. And then she drops it. The line nobody expected. Those children are mine. I am their mother. Courtroom goes silent. Todd's face turns ghostly white. Candy's jaw drops. Reporters scramble. Social media? Instant chaos. Hashtags trending faster than you can blink. Hashtag Todd lied. Hashtag Porsha's mom. Hashtag courtroom bombshell. Betrayal. Lies. Secrets exposed. Kids finally claiming their truth. And the man who thought he was untouchable? Completely exposed. Welcome to the most shocking, jaw-dropping courtroom meltdown of the decade. The Los Angeles Superior Court was already buzzing like a live wire. Cameras flashed, reporters whispered, and fans packed into the seats, their phones poised to catch the next viral moment. Todd Tucker sat at the plaintiff's table, suit crisp, posture perfect, that signature smirk plastered on his face. He looked calm, collected, untouchable, the man who had convinced everyone for years that his life, his image, and even these children were meticulously under control. Across the courtroom, Candy Burris sat rigid, her hands clenched in her lap. Years of loyalty, years of defending Todd in front of cameras, interviews, and social media flashed in her mind. Every reunion show, every public appearance, every caption she'd written seemed suddenly hollow. Something had shifted, and she felt it deep in her chest. Then, the doors at the back of the courtroom opened, and the click of heels cut through the murmurs. All eyes turned. Porsha Williams entered. She walked slowly, deliberately, every inch of her presence radiating control. Calm. Unshakable. And just when the courtroom thought they knew what was coming, she stopped, looked directly at Todd, and dropped the bombshell that would shatter every carefully constructed lie. Your Honor, before any custody decision is finalized, she began, voice steady but electric, there's something you need to know. These children, they are not adopted. They are mine. I am their biological mother. The room froze. Gasps echoed. Todd's smirk faltered, his hands gripping the edge of the table. Candy's eyes widened, disbelief and shock mixing in a silent scream. Reporters whispered frantically to each other. Social media feeds lit up instantly, phones live streaming the scene as hashtags exploded. Hashtag Todd lied, hashtag Porsha's mom, hashtag courtroom bombshell. For years, Todd had spun a perfect narrative. These children are adopted, safe in my hands. Everyone's happy. 9 years of manipulation, deception, and public image control were suddenly exposed. Porsha's revelation wasn't just dramatic, it was a full-scale dismantling of a 9-year lie. Todd stood abruptly, his voice louder now, cracking with panic and rage. This is false. She's lying. I legally adopted these children. Porsha didn't flinch. Instead, she reached into her bag, producing a thick folder. Documents. Birth certificates. Hospital records. Old text messages between her and Todd. Audio recordings. Every shred of evidence meticulously preserved, all ready to prove what Todd had spent nearly a decade hiding. The judge leaned forward, eyes narrowing, scanning the documents. Mr. Tucker, do you have anything to say? Todd swallowed. His confidence wavered. He opened his mouth, then closed it. He knew the truth in Porsha's hands could destroy everything he had built, his image, his relationships, his control over the children, even his reputation with the public. Candy's hands shook as she held her head in her palms. She whispered to herself, almost inaudibly, how could he do this? For 9 years. The audio began to play. Todd's own voice filled the courtroom. I'll handle everything. Candy will never know. The kids. I'll keep them safe. Nobody can know the truth. The courtroom collectively froze. The smug image of Todd Tucker dissolved into pale panic. Reporters furiously typed, posted, and live-streamed. Fans online were already dissecting every word, debating who was in the right, who was in the wrong, and how far Todd's lies had actually gone. Then, the children, sitting quietly near the back, reacted. One of them instinctively walked toward Porsha, stopping mid-step, eyes wide, and whispered, "Mom." Chaos erupted. Phones flashed. Shouts. Whispers. Todd's face was ghostly white. Candy's hands flew to her mouth. The judge slammed the gavel, but even authority couldn't fully contain the shock. And just when it seemed Todd's downfall couldn't get any worse, Porsha held up the folder one last time. Her eyes locked on him, and she said calmly, almost venomously, "For 9 years, you lied. For 9 years, you manipulated her. For 9 years, you controlled the narrative. But today, every lie ends." Courtroom tension spiked so high it could be sliced with a knife. Every flash of the cameras, every gasp, every whispered question in the media room was evidence that the world was witnessing the collapse of Todd Tucker's perfect life. Hashtags were already trending worldwide. Social media threads exploded with speculation. Who really owns the children? What else is Todd hiding? How could he betray Candy, Porsha, and the kids all at once? The stage was set. The truth was out. And for Todd Tucker, there was no turning back. The courtroom was a storm. Todd Tucker's confident facade had crumbled, leaving only a pale, trembling man grasping for control. Porsha Williams, still calm, stood like a queen surveying the battlefield. Cameras clicked relentlessly, phones live-streamed every second, and reporters scrambled for angles. But just when everyone thought the first bombshell, the children's true parentage, was the peak of chaos, Porsha dropped the second one. "Your Honor," she began, her voice icy, "there's more." Todd Tucker not only lied about these children, he mismanaged millions. Offshore accounts, secret transfers, luxury payments, and financial moves that kept the public and Candy in the dark. The room collectively froze. Todd's hand shot up in protest, but the judge raised a finger. "Ms. Williams, proceed." Porsha opened a folder labeled financial exhibits and began revealing line by line. Wire transfers to shell companies. 7-figure payments to women who were never publicly acknowledged. Expenses that didn't match the adopted child narrative Todd had sold. Every number, every document, meticulously highlighted. One transfer in particular caught the judge's attention. $150,000 to a private account in Monaco, linked to a luxury property Todd had denied owning. Social media immediately caught fire. Tweets exploded in real time. At Tea Time Queen, Todd Tucker thought he was untouchable. Porsha just dropped financial nukes. Hashtag Todd exposed, hashtag courtroom bombshell, at Reality Feed Daily. Todd's lying about kids and money? Someone grabbed the popcorn. Hashtag Porsha's mom, hashtag Todd lied. At Fan of Candy, Candy's expression says it all. Porsha didn't just expose cheating, she exposed an empire built on lies. Hashtag Justice for Candy. Meanwhile, Todd's panic was reaching new heights. He tried to speak over the courtroom, but every word he uttered seemed to fuel the fire. "This is irrelevant. These are private matters." Porsha's next move? A twist nobody saw coming. She pulled out a sealed video file. A recording of Todd confessing privately to a friend, caught on his own unsecured phone. "Candy thinks these kids are adopted. I've got everything under control. No one can touch me. Porsha? She'll never speak." The courtroom gasped. Candy's face paled, then hardened. Todd's lawyer sputtered, trying to stop the playback. The judge slammed the gavel. Enough. But the damage was done. The clip went viral within minutes. On Twitter, the chaos was unbelievable. At Courtroom Chaos, Todd Tucker just got CCKMATD. Kids, money, lies, all out. Hashtag Todd exposed, hashtag Porsha had receipts, at Reality TV Insider. If Todd thought he could hide for 9 years, Porsha just nuked his entire empire. Hashtag Courtroom Bombshell, at Drama Alert fans. Candy's silent strength is giving me life. Todd is unraveling in front of the world. Hashtag Team Candy, hashtag Porsha wins. Fake Reddit threads exploded. Is Todd facing criminal charges for fraud? How many more women were involved? Is there another child hidden somewhere? The speculation was relentless. And the celebrities? They jumped in immediately, some subtle, some shameless. Monique L., IG post, "You lie to women like Candy. Someone like Porsha will find the receipts." Just saying. Hashtag facts, hashtag Todd exposed, reality star at Drama Queen X. Watching Todd crumble in real time is better than any reality reunion. Hashtag justice served, hashtag courtroom meltdown. But the courtroom wasn't done yet. Porsha leaned in toward the judge, holding one final card. "Your Honor, these children have been manipulated, lied to, and misrepresented for years. And the financial evidence, it points to one more name." The judge's eyebrows rose. Todd froze. Reporters leaned forward, pens ready. Phones recording. Social media already buzzing with curiosity. Who else is involved? Another secret beneficiary? Another hidden scandal? The courtroom tension was now almost unbearable. Every whisper, every camera flash, every live stream comment felt like it was about to ignite into a digital wildfire. The judge, trying to maintain order, could barely contain the chaos. Todd's face went pale, beads of sweat forming along his hairline. He knew whatever came next could ruin him permanently. Candy, meanwhile, sat silently, controlled but sharp-eyed, as if calculating the final blow herself. Outside, reporters were live-streaming the chaos, while social media users debated fiercely. Porsha did the right thing, exposed the truth. Todd is a manipulator, full stop. Candy should have known? This is just the beginning. There's more we haven't seen. Even the gossip blogs went ballistic. Todd Tucker's empire collapsing. Kids, money, lies, all exposed. Courtroom bombshell. Porsha Williams just changed everything. And just when it seemed like the scandal couldn't escalate further, a mysterious tip surfaced on a live social feed. Breaking. New evidence suggests another player profited from Todd's deception. Someone powerful, someone untouchable. Hashtag Todd exposed again. The courtroom murmurs grew louder. The hashtags trended worldwide. The internet exploded into theories. Who is this secret player? How deep does the web go? Could this mean legal consequences beyond custody disputes? Porsha, standing calm amidst the chaos, whispered to Candy, "This is only the beginning. The truth goes even deeper than you think." And just like that, the second twist cemented itself. Todd Tucker's empire of lies wasn't just cracking, it was shattering, while fans, celebrities, and media waited with bated breath for the next shocking revelation. The courtroom had already reached chaos levels most could only dream of in reality TV nightmares. Todd Tucker's smugness? Gone. Candy Burris? Stoic, controlled, but every eye in the room could see the fire behind her calm. And Porsha Williams, standing in the center like a general surveying her battlefield, holding the final card that would blow everything wide open. Just when everyone thought the custody bombshell and financial exposures were enough to sink Todd for good, Porsha leaned toward the judge, her voice slicing through the tension. "Your Honor, there is one final piece of evidence, one that changes everything." The courtroom collectively froze. Todd's lips parted, but no words came out. Candy's hands twitched, her composure tested in ways she hadn't imagined. Cameras flashed like lightning as Porsha opened a small envelope, revealing DNA test results. Not just confirming her parental claim, but also exposing the truth behind Todd's entire 9-year deception. "These children," Porsha said, her voice calm but charged, "are biologically mine. Every claim of adoption Todd made is false. The documents he presented were forged or manipulated to hide the truth." And she paused, letting the weight of her next words sink in. There may be more children affected, more lies he's told to protect his empire of deceit. The courtroom erupted. Reporters shouted questions. Todd's lawyer jumped up, papers flying, but the judge banged the gavel. "Order! Order in the court!" But even authority couldn't silence the growing frenzy. Outside, social media ignited like wildfire. At Tea Time Alert, DNA confirmed. Porsha Williams just nuked Todd Tucker's lies. Hashtag Todd exposed, hashtag Porsha wins, at Reality Feed Daily. 9 years of lies. Todd thought he could hide the truth, but Porsha just dropped the ultimate bomb. Hashtag courtroom meltdown, hashtag justice served, at fan of Kandi. Kandi's quiet strength is unmatched, but Porsha just became the queen of receipts. Hashtag Porsha's mom, hashtag Todd lied again. Fake Reddit threads exploded. Are there more children Todd is lying about? Could Todd face criminal charges for fraud, forgery, or worse? Who else is involved in this tangled web? Meanwhile, celebrities join the conversation with their own take. Monique L. IG story, Todd Tucker really thought he was untouchable. DNA proof, financial chaos. Porsha just ended his 9-year con. Hashtag receipts don't lie, reality star at Drama Queen X. Watching Todd crumble in real time is unreal. Courtroom chaos has officially gone viral. Hashtag Todd exposed, hashtag courtroom bombshell. Back in the courtroom, Todd's panic reached its peak. His voice cracked, trembling with a mix of rage and fear. This can't be. I did everything legally. But the DNA evidence didn't lie. Porsha's calm presence dominated the room. Kandi's silent gaze reminded Todd that truth, patience, and loyalty always win over deceit. Just when it seemed like the scandal couldn't escalate further, a mysterious court officer whispered something to the judge. Porsha's eyes narrowed, Todd's jaw dropped, and Kandi's fingers tightened on her folder. The room held its collective breath. Your Honor, the judge announced, we have reason to believe this is not the full extent of Mr. Tucker's deception. An investigation will continue. The words hung like a thundercloud. Todd Tucker's empire wasn't just cracked, it was under investigation, and the next bombshell could come at any moment. Social media exploded again, with hashtags trending globally. Hashtag Todd under investigation, hashtag more secrets, hashtag Porsha exposed everything. Memes, reaction videos, and live stream commentary filled every feed. Fans debated endlessly. Who else was involved? Are there more children? Could this end in criminal charges? Porsha turned to the cameras, calm but electric. We've only scratched the surface. The truth doesn't end here. And when it comes, it will shake everything you thought you knew about Todd Tucker. Kandi Burruss leaned back, composed, eyes still sharp, as if silently saying, I survived. I endured. And the world saw the truth. And just like that, the final twist cemented itself. Todd Tucker wasn't done, but neither was justice. The stage was set for more revelations, more leaks, and more chaos. Fans, media, and celebrities could only wait with bated breath, knowing one thing for sure: the drama is far from over. Alright fam, now it's your turn to weigh in, because this courtroom chaos, DNA revelations, and 9 years of lies, this isn't just entertainment. This is a reality TV masterclass in deception, loyalty, and full-blown drama. Who do you side with here? Porsha Williams, the woman who came armed with receipts, evidence, and truth, exposing Todd Tucker's empire of lies? Or Todd, the man whose arrogance, manipulation, and decades of deception just exploded in front of the world? And let's not forget Kandi Burruss, silent, calculating, untouchable, watching the collapse of her marriage while the internet went wild. Do you think Todd Tucker deserves sympathy? Or is this a full-on cautionary tale of what happens when deception goes unchecked for nearly a decade? Could Kandi have acted differently, or was her restraint actually her ultimate power move? And here's the kicker: Porsha just teased that the truth isn't finished. New leaks, new children, and more names may be revealed soon. How far do you think this scandal will go? I want every single one of you in the comments. Don't hold back. Roast Todd, praise Porsha, analyze Kandi, speculate about the next bombshell, create your own theories. Be bold. Be loud. Make your opinions trend. And while you're at it, smash that like button if you're living for this drama. Subscribe to the channel because you know we'll be covering every shocking twist, viral moment, and courtroom mic drop as it unfolds. Hit that bell icon so you don't miss a single receipts dropped, world shook update. Remember, this isn't just a story, it's a saga. A cautionary tale in how loyalty, greed, and secrets collide under the spotlight. So tell me, who really wins in this battlefield of lies and truths? Porsha, Candy, or is it the chaos Todd Tucker created? Comment now. Debate. Predict the next revelation. And stay tuned because this is far from over. The truth is coming, and it's about to shake the world again.